Fishermen who sell their catches from the Montagu ramp arrived to an unusual scene this morning. Scores of dead fish floating along the shoreline. LaDon Davis talks to local fishermen and marine officials about the shocking discovery and what they make of it.
When dozens of fishermen arrived here at the Montagu ramp early this morning, they met the unthinkable. Dead fish of all shapes and sizes like this one spread across the shoreline. Gregory Brown was one of the first fishermen on the scene to witness the unusual circumstance. He says he has worked from the Montagu ramp for a number of years, and this is the first time he has ever seen such a thing.
Apparently, we came out here this morning. Apparently, the tide was high, so actually we couldn't really identify what was going on at the present time. But as tide get down and started going back, we actually saw some of the fish was they either were gapping for breath, like they were short of oxygen, and most of the fish came up on the water. Also, we had a few barracudas. Also, we have this this octopus right here. You can go in the bucket and pick up a numerous of fish, a different species of fish. We also have a broadshad, a barracuda. These basically came from over the water, and apparently they came from off the eastern end over there.
But what impact will the situation have on the hundreds of fishermen who make an honest living from the fishing industry? A few of them we spoke to say if the problem is not solved, the impacts can be greater than we may think.
Have a serious impact because then it's going to scare the people away from buying the fish, for one. And if it continues, it will be a disaster for the fishermen. So I think some serious investigation needs to take place.
Until environmental health comes out here and direct the problem, test the water and see what's going on. That's the only way we'll really use the water. At this present time, we can't even use the salt water because we think it's infected with either some kind of chemical.
Director of Marine Resources Michael Brainin says teams were dispatched to the area to conduct an assessment.
There were a wide variety of different species of fish involved, and we have no immediate explanation as to what might have caused this. His observation was that from the fish that he saw that were still alive, they appeared to have been in a state similar to what you would see if they're exposed to some sort of poisonous or noxious chemical. But of course we cannot verify that.
Brainin says more investigations will be carried out to find out exactly what went wrong so that they can ease the minds of fishermen and Bahamians who frequently purchase seafood from the area. LaDon Davis, ZNS News.